Daddy, today I'm not feeling well. I went to the doctor and she told me that I have to stop eating all the junk food that I love. I have to take fruits and vegetables because they are good for the health. Do you know that healthy food makes our immune system strong? I think everybody should follow this advice. Now let's listen to our story. Today we are going to listen to the story of the Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived with her mother and father in a little house near a forest. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Will you take these cakes to grandmother?" "Yes, Little Red Riding Hood," said to her mother, and off she went. "And remember to follow the straight path to Grandma's house and do not talk to any strangers," her mother said. Grandma's house was on the other side of the forest, and a wolf lived near it. Little Red Riding Hood started off happily and forgot what her mother had told her as she went through the forest to pick some flowers for grandmother. When the wolf saw Little Red Riding Hood, he asked her, "Little girl, where are you going?" "To see my grandmother, who lives in the cottage on the other side of the forest," replied Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf ran to grandmother's house. He tied her up and hid her under the bed. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on her grandmother's door. "Come in, Little Red Riding Hood," said grandmother. Grandma was in the bed, but her face was different. "Come near to me, my dear," said the funny voice. "Oh, grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with, my dear child," said the funny voice. "Please come near to me." "Oh, grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear child," said the funny voice. "Please come near to me." "Oh, grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big teeth you have!" "All the better to eat you with," said the wolf. And the wolf jumped up from grandmother's bed and chased Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood ran from room to room. "Help! Help!" she said. Little Red Riding Hood's father was in the forest. Hearing her scream, he ran to grandmother's door with his big axe. The wolf saw the axe and he jumped out from a window. Then he ran and ran. Little Red Riding Hood never saw him again in the forest. That was the end of the big bad wolf. He never tried to come back again. Hope you liked the story.